Hello dear fans. What is rake? Rake is a strange, thin creature with long and sharp claws. Its existence is questioned by some scientists, but according to the testimony of some eyewitnesses, rake nevertheless appeared among people. Who is Rake? Rake is a very popular character at the present time. Someone considers him to be a creature from the other world, someone thinks that this is a pharaoh person, whose appearance has undergone changes due to his lifestyle. Some do not believe in the existence of rakes at all and are sure that the legends about them were invented on purpose. The word rake is translated from English as rake. Such a nickname was given to humanoid creatures with long and sharp claws, distinguished by pronounced thinness. Rake is the rake man. So it is called by people who are interested in everything mysterious and not fully understood. In March 2003, in the vicinity of Birabidzen, activists of the Stalker group met a creature, which they later called a rake. The researchers not only published their articles on this topic, but also posted a video of the meeting. On one recording, the rake man makes only sounds, and on the second, more detailed communication is shown. He was seen in the abandoned workshops of the plant. In fact, this was far from the first meeting with an unusual creature. The first mention of it was recorded in the 17th century. But before, people were unable to capture the meeting on camera or film. Rake is an overly skinny humanoid character. Many fans of scary stories confuse him with another popular horror hero, Thin Man. But in fact, these are completely different characters. The Slender Man is also thin, but he wears a black funeral suit and can grow long claws on his back. Information about rakes is extremely scarce, and some people put forward versions that someone is deliberately destroying documents and trying to hide the facts so as not to frighten the population, not to sow panic. In 2003, New Yorkers actively discussed meeting the townspeople with a mysterious creature. Many publications have printed on the covers of articles with bright headlines, "Rake, a creature from outer space or a man, the attack of humanoids on people." But a little later, all the excitement around this problem died down and, for some unknown reason, most of the printed and internet articles were destroyed. Common features and varieties of rakes. Common features of the cryptids are similar, despite the fact that people who spoke about meeting them described them slightly differently. All rakes are characterized by such features as hairless skin, flat nose, hypertrophied skull, posture of a primate, sharp talons, excessive thinness. All cryptids have very scary eyes. They are described as bottomless, watery, large and round. Ufologists distinguish three types of rakes: forest, sewer, Dover demons. Forest slats are seen in parks, in remote areas of woodlands. They are agile, overly mobile. By their habits, forest slats are somewhat reminiscent of chimpanzees. Experts studying mysterious creatures note that such cryptids are not aggressive and easily make contact with humans. Presumably they can talk, but their speech is not entirely clear. These creatures are explained by gestures and often shout out something. They are not dangerous and should not be feared. Sewer slats live in sewer manholes. Their skin is grayer and dull. The muzzle of these creatures is elongated, there is almost no nose, but often they have a long and thin tail. They move on all fours, leaning on their front paws. In this, they are somewhat reminiscent of gorillas. They have also been compared to other mysterious creatures that are credited with eating the dead. Despite the fact that there are no facts of the attack of sewer slats on people, experts consider these characters dangerous. At any moment they can attack and scratch with their sharp claws. Dover demons are a type of rake that lives near the city of the same name in Massachusetts in the United States. These creatures have distinctive features. Their skin is beige or slightly pinkish. They have a huge throat sac on their necks. The head of such rake is very large, and the eyes glow in the dark. The huge bag around the neck is similar to the one that the howler monkeys have. When these creatures were first discovered in Massachusetts, journalists even suggested that they were modified monkeys. People thought that the monkeys mutated under the influence of harmful industries that emit gaseous waste into the air. The origin of rakes is still a subject of controversy. Ufologists insist on their extraterrestrial appearance. They believe that the cause of their occurrence was some mysterious circumstances that are difficult to explain. Cryptozoologists take a more realistic version. They claim that Reiki are feral people raised by a wild beast. Reiki stories. Despite the fact that the topic was banned for some time, some documents have survived confirming the existence of Reiki. In 1964, an American left a suicide note describing an encounter with a mysterious creature. It was this meeting that led him to the idea of suicide. After he had to look into the eyes of the rail, he came to indescribable horror. Since then, peace has been lost and the Reiki man, with his long nails and piercing gaze, was seen everywhere. In 1980, the Spaniard made an entry in the ship's log. In it, he told about the horror he experienced when meeting with the Reiki. The navigator described that the mysterious creature has piercing black eyes and a very wet, slippery, and cold hand. In 2006, a young woman described a terrible story that happened to her family. She and her husband and little daughter went on vacation. The trip was planned for a long time and we were happy about this event. At night, the woman felt that something was wrong. She woke up her husband and the couple saw a mysterious creature sitting on the bed at their feet. It looked like a hairless dog and a man at the same time. At that moment, the woman did not feel fear and for some reason, thought that he needed help. The creature slowly slid off the bed, approached her husband, then left the room. The couple hurried to the nursery, afraid for the child. In the corridor, they met a mysterious man and his face was bloody. The creature scratched the girl with sharp claws, and subsequently she did not survive. Before her death, my daughter managed to say that his name was Reiki. On the same day, the woman's husband crashed in a car. Then she tried to tell everyone about her misfortune and, possibly, warn others, tell about the danger. But they refused to publish her story. The woman found several more people with whom something similar happened. The Reiki ruined their lives. They spent several years studying this phenomenon and found answers to some questions. It is worth believing in the existence of Reiki. Many modern people refuse to believe that the Reiki man exists. Modern skeptics believe that new technologies allow you to create any image, and video can be edited. No direct evidence of Reiki encounters has yet been presented. At the same time, there are many indirect signs of their existence, which include numerous eyewitness accounts. Currently, many thematic communities have appeared on the internet devoted to the inexplicable and mysterious. People exchange information, talk about their encounters with humanoid beings, and share photographs from the scene. The more enthusiastic even started to create groups specializing in Reiki hunting. These people call themselves stalkers. They specially visit places where mysterious creatures can live, provoke them to a meeting in order to record everything on camera. Interest in this topic has been growing in recent years. And thanks to thematic sites and communities, everyone can study the information, get acquainted with eyewitness stories, and then decide for themselves whether to believe in the existence of Reiki. Thanks for watching.